In this video, I am going to share with you how to become a more productive person. Hey guys, welcome to this channel where I talk about my self-employment journey, productivity, and business. When I first started my journey as a self-employed person in 2018, it was a very challenging thing for me. Unlike working for a company where they plan everything for you, you need to plan everything yourself. And this is why the ability to self-motivate yourself to be productive is very important. I am going to share with you 3 key ideas on how you can work on your productivity. Let's dive in. The first one is to identify high quality tasks. High quality tasks are tasks that will highly contribute to the success of the role that you are in. For a student, the more questions they do, the better they are. For an insurance broker, the more presentation, the more prospects that they do, the better of a salesperson they are. The last thing you want to do is to do more things that shouldn't be done at all. Your working day is not very productive if you spend most of the time responding to calls, looking at social media, walking around and talking to people, or even deciding to actually order a dessert. For sure, I myself do struggle with all these things, but what I want is to do more of high quality activities and do less of low quality activities. Alright, now that you know the first idea, the next one is to start small or to start with one. You can also give yourself a short period of time. For example, if I am procrastinating on a huge task, I can start with telling myself that I'm going to work on it for 5 minutes. In my experience, most of the time when I tell myself that I'm going to do one, I end up doing more. When I tell myself that I'm going to work on something for 5 minutes, I eventually work longer than that. When we are working on a big task, very often the burden of it makes it very difficult for us to even start. And that's why I tell myself, alright, I'm gonna do one first and see if I will change my mind. This hack is very powerful and I suggest that you try it for yourself, especially if you are feeling unmotivated. Isn't it strange when it comes to low quality activities such as looking at social media or playing games, we tend to tell ourselves that we want to do it only for a while, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but end up we do it for an hour or 2 hours or even longer. Imagine how productive you will become when you channel this hack into into higher quality activities. Alright, the last point, and I may have a bonus tip later. So the last point is called progressive momentum. Now that if you manage to do one task or work on something for 5 minutes, you would want to work on it longer. But eventually, you will get tired, distracted, and would want to stop working on your task. By now, I would want to give myself a bit of stretch to work more on my task. So, progressive momentum is the next target you give yourself before you take breaks or stop whatever you are doing. For example, after I did one task, I would give myself another 2 more, and then eventually another 4 more. The numbers that I usually work around are 1, 3, 7, 12, 21, 40. You can use this as the number of tasks or the number of 5 minutes period that you are working on a task. Another example is that if you are a salesperson and you need to call 40 prospects, sometimes 40 prospect can be mentally challenging, and that's why you can start with 1, 3, 7, and eventually you'll get to 40. This hack can also be used for reading a book, physical exercises, or even cleaning your room. Alright, in conclusion, to recap, to be a more productive person, there are 3 things that you need to know. The first one is to identify high quality tasks. Secondly is to start small and to start from one. Lastly is to have momentum progressively. So bonus tip is actually to constantly track your progress. Anyway guys, I actually came up with a tool that can help you with the progressive momentum strategy. This tool is called Productivity Milestone Tracker. You can print as many as you need, you can file it, you can download for free. Link is in the description below. If you like this channel, consider subscribing or watch my other upcoming videos.